Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday, and welcome to tonight's Little Hawkeye Conference women's basketball marquee matchup between the Grinnell Tigers and the Indianola Indians. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake Walker, along with my partner Dan Walker. Craig Seeks running camera. You know, Grinnell basketball has had a lot of big games over the past couple of years, and most of them have come against this Indianola squad. Tonight is no different. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the conference go square at it. Grinnell 10-0, Indianola 8-2. Grinnell can clinch a share of the conference tonight. The only reason they can't completely get it is because Indianola does play Grinnell one more time after this on February 13th. So if Grinnell wins tonight, they clinch a share. If Grinnell loses, then Grinnell has to go out and win against Indianola on the 13th. So it's a big night. Anyone can come away with it. This has been a marquee matchup every single time these two teams have played. It's going to be a fun night, but Dad, the biggest thing on everyone's mind is Grinnell has not played well the past couple nights, despite putting, the scores look pretty average, winning by 15, 20 points. But last night against Oskaloosa, we were tied almost in the third quarter. Grinnell ended up winning by 20, but Grinnell is not healthy in terms of the flu virus going around. Granted, everyone's pretty much out here, but they're, as Edson said, they're just not feeling well. And now when you bring the second best team in the conference in, that makes things really difficult.
Yeah, having that makeup game against Oskaloosa last night was definitely, I think, a killer for them, if you would say. These girls were just not producing like they should have been producing. Again, we've seen that in the past before, but then to turn around and win by 20 points all in the third quarter, and that's all reflection of three-point shooting. So, tonight, did they get enough rest? Are their legs underneath them? Can they start that production right away? That's the big question, I think, for all of us tonight. In other words, when these girls are spot on, I think they could beat anyone. We watched plenty of games where they come out, took the 20-point lead in the first quarter, and held that the whole game. So if this could be one of those nights, that needs to be in their favor because they need a break and go into tomorrow, long weekend, rest up, but then we hit it hard again Tuesday night, and we go back to Norwalk. So that's another tough challenge. And
not many people know Grinnell does have impressive victories on their resume. They've beaten North Polk. They beat number 3 ranked North Mahaska, who currently sits number 3 in 1A. So Grinnell could use big victories. They're still ranked 11th in the 4A class. It's going to take a lot to move up, but wins like this tonight are ones that Grinnell's looking for. We'll go through our commercial breaks, and by the way, if you see the camera shaking a little bit, the alumni band is here tonight, so the drums kind of mess with the camera, our bleachers that we're sitting on, so that's why they'll shake. Shouldn't happen during actual playtime. You're watching the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. We'll see you before the opening tip-off of Grinnell versus Indianola.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third-generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Strength, stability, service. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, you can count on all three. And you can count on me, Marlene Johnson, your local Farm Bureau agent in Grinnell. I'll help make sure you have the coverage you need and the discounts you deserve. Call me today and see how I can help protect your family, cars, home, and future. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Whether it's three-point shots, slam dunks, fast breaks, big runs, pass plays, touchdowns, or interceptions, the Hometown Heroes has it all in their menu. Stop by at 908 Main Street right here in Grinnell and check out all the menu favorites. And while you're here, check out the big games on one of our mini screens. If you have extra family and friends, check out the back room for extra seating. Stop in and see us today, Hometown Heroes.
Personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Starting lineups for tonight, starting with Indianola, Lauren Blake, Kendall Klatt, Mara Bishop, Emma Kluver, and Bailey Blake. For Grinnell, it's Ivy Schmidt, Meredith McKnight, Sarah Gosling, Hayden Hull, and McKenna McKnight, all in the starting lineup for Grinnell. It's a 1-2 conference matchup here in store at Grinnell High School. Someone's going to make a clear-cut example. Who's going to be the #1 team in the Little Hawkeye Conference? This game has been so successful. The past couple of years, the two teams have dominated the LHC with really no competition. Grinnell coming in with no losses in the conference, in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Indianola coming with losses to Dallas Center Grimes and Pella. So Grinnell looks pretty good. This quarter is brought to you by Brett Nichols State Farm. It'll be Ivy Schmidt and Lauren Blake tipping off. Indianola wins the tip, and we're off and running here at Grinnell High School. Indians work this thing around the top of the key. Sarah Gosling tried to steal that one away. She sticks her hand down there. The ball's on the ground, picked up by Ivy Schmidt. Ivy Schmidt's going to go coast to coast and lay it in off the glass. It won't fall. Indianola snags the rebound. McKenna McKnight grabs the loose ball. Ivy gets a second chance and puts it up and in. Ivy had 20 points last night against Oskaloosa. She comes into the ball game averaging 12.6 per contest. Grinnell on top 2-0 here early in the basketball game. Klatt gets it stripped away from Sarah Gosling. And here comes Ivy Schmidt back the other way for Grinnell. Ivy weaves in and out of traffic. Ivy at the top of the key, kicks over to Meredith. Meredith works her way inside, gets around the dribbler, and Meredith McKnight goes all the way and lays in the bucket for another two. Quick 4-0 jump for Grinnell, and there's a foul on the other end. Lauren Blake draws it. And it'll be Lauren Blake to go to the line for two. She's a 67% free throw shooter on the year. (4-1). Indianola on top. Second one good by Lauren Blake. And Grinnell leads by 2. 6:42 remaining here in the first quarter. We're just getting going. Ivy Schmidt all the way. Can't quite get it to go off the glass. Rebound taken away by the Indians. And here's a race back up court by Bishop. Bishop hands off. And here's a drive to the basket. Nice take. Up and in by Kendall Klatt. She comes in averaging 12.8 per game, second most on the team. All knotted up 4-4. Nice spin move by Hayden. Hayden goes all the way with contact. Get it to go. Got her own rebound, but puts it up and in. But it's going to go off the top, and it's going to be out of bounds. Grinnell has not shot a three in the first 2 minutes. Something's wrong, or something seems off. Grinnell last night went 10 for 44 beyond the three-point line. Ended up shooting 72 shots in total. And
that's a lot of shots.
I was going to say, and their shooting percentage wasn't great. There's a good box out by Meredith, but Indianola's on the rebound, and that's up and in. A nice basket by Emma Kluver. Grinnell trails 4-6. McKenna McKnight, nice pass to Sarah Gosling down low, and Gosling finishes off the glass. Quick 6-6 ball game with 5:33 remaining here in the first quarter. And we got a travel on number 14, Lauren Blake. .522 remaining here in the first quarter. McKenna McKnight here at the top of the key. She'll look to kick it over to Ivy Schmidt. Ivy back to Meredith. Meredith's going to go all the way, draws contact, and she's going to the Medicap charity stripe to shoot two. Meredith McKnight been a big asset for Grinnell. She averages 12.1 points per game. 77% free throw shooter. She's been to the line the most out of anyone on this team. 68 trips, make it 69 as she sinks her first. And on to try for her 70th. And she knocks it down. 2 for 2 at the Medicap charity stripe, and Grinnell leads 8-6 over Indianola. There's a full court pass that no one's back for, and Indianola gives up the basketball. It'll be Grinnell ball. Still no three-pointers attempted by Grinnell. Do you think possibly Grinnell, Edson maybe went into the last night and said, maybe we don't need to shoot as many threes as we take?
Well, you know, we talked about it all night is trying to work that ball inside, and right now it seems like that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and there it is. Leah Harris, the lane's wide open, and she goes in for her first bucket of the night. I feel like that would have been a 3 last night. Here's a nice pass up court. Bishop's going to go all the way. Her floater rims out, rebounded by Indianola. And that one goes right back in for Lauren Blake. (10-8), Grinnell on top by 2. Harris going to go all the way. She got fouled. It's going to be on the floor, though. But an aggressive start for Leah Harris, who struggled beyond the arc last night.
That's the first foul on Kluver. Second team foul for Indianola on the night.
McKenna McKnight will check out, and it was Pease. Lauren Pease checks in. Pease has it underneath.
Lauren must have had the flu last night or been sick because there's one that didn't play.
Yes, we didn't see her last night. Meredith McKnight backs down, tries to draw contact, no foul, and Indianola will get the ball back, and they'll come racing. The Indians push up court. Here's a toss back to Blake. Drive all the way, and we're going to have a foul on Klatt. Or Klatt draws the foul, excuse me.
Is that on Harris, maybe? I couldn't tell who was.
They're going to get it on Leah Harris. Team's second foul of the game so far. Klatt to the line, sinks her first. 82% free throw shooter as Hayden Hull checks out of the basketball game for Sarah Goslink. Klatt to the line for her second. She knocks them both down. We're knotted up 10-10 here at Grinnell High School. Ivy Schmidt brings it across the half-court line. She'll use the burners and go all the way and get fouled, and she's going to the line to shoot 2 at the Medicap charity stripe. Another different approach, that Grinnell wanting to get to the line just a little bit more than they have in recent games, at least.
That's Bishop's first foul, team foul number 3 for the Indianola.
Ivy knocks down her first free throw. She's a 61% free throw shooter this season. And she'll try her second from the Medicap charity stripe. And it will go as well. 4 free throws, 4 makes for Grinnell as Indianola pushes up court. No one's back. McKenna McKnight eventually does get back, and she cleans the block.
Which, you know, opposed to last night, Blake, we didn't see many fouls.
No, we didn't.
I mean, Tigers didn't go the Medicap charity stripe probably until into the second half.
No one covers Leah Harris, and she goes all the way and puts it in again. Second straight time she's gotten to the basket untouched. Grinnell leads by 4. Naughton got it across the half-court line. Here's a wide open 3 from the corner. That's going to go. Bailey Blake knocks it down. Lead trim back down to 1. Ivy Schmidt gets it across the half-court line. Hayden Hull, she'll take it all the way. Can't quite get it to fall, and a rebound taken away by Lauren Blake. Lauren Blake tosses it all the way up, and Naughton can't get it to go off the glass. We're going to have an offensive foul, meaning it was on Indianola, and Bailey Blake gets called on her foul.
So quickly, Indianola's adding the fouls up here. Team foul number 4, first one for Blake.
For Bailey Blake, not Lauren. There's 2.
Oh, sorry.
Sisters, I assume. 14-13. McKenna McKnight, she might take it all the way. Nice find to Pease. Pease gets fouled. And she'll be going to the Medicap charity stripe.
Foul on number 15, Allie May. That's team foul number 5, and definitely get some opportunities at this Medicap charity stripe.
Pease can't knock down her first. Still no three-pointers for Grinnell. I could do the research, but it'd take a while for me to go back and find the last time Grinnell went through a quarter without a three-pointer made, or even attempted. Pease knocks down the back end of the 2 free throws from the Medicap charity stripe. Pease will check out. Sarah Goslink checks in. As Grinnell lead is at 2. Lauren Blake gets it in over top to Mara Bishop. Naughton back to Bishop. They keep moving it up the floor. Grinnell gets back on defense. Down low to Lauren Blake. Take to the basket by Klatt. Kick back outside to Blake. That one high off the rim, and it's a good box out. You know they always say it's a good box out when it hits the floor first. Meredith McKnight slows it down.
I sometimes get nervous at why we're not bouncing on it as soon as it hits the floor.
Leah Harris, first three of the night, and it banks in. Polly Eyes three-pointer for Leah Harris. It's a quick 7 points in this quarter. Grinnell leads by 5. Indianola picks up the loose ball. A drive to the basket and 1. Great take by Kendall Klatt. And she'll be going to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
So team foul number 2, or excuse me, team foul number 3. That is the second foul on Hayden Hull early here in the first period.
Leah Harris checks out. Ivy Schmidt checks in. Here comes Klatt's free throw, and it will go. It's a nice 3-point play for Indianola to bring the lead back to 2 in favor of the Tigers. Meredith kicks over to Ivy, and we got a reach-in foul on Naughton. And already 6 fouls in the first quarter alone for Indianola. So Grinnell will throw in on that far side. Meredith McKnight will be the throw-in. And Ivy holds at the top of the key with 1:58 remaining here in the first quarter. Hayden tries a deep 3, and it won't go. Rebound taken away by Klatt. Klatt pushes up court, put it on the floor, and we're going to have a blocking foul on Hayden Hull, and that is quickly going to be 3. Allie May was the one who took it to the basket, I believe, and she'll be going to the line to shoot 2. So probably not exactly how Hayden envisioned her first quarter going. And the first one goes for Allie May. So Hayden goes to the bench. Probably won't see her the rest of the half. And Allie May sinks both of them. We're back tied 18-18 with 1:46 remaining here in the first quarter. Ivy guarded by Naughton. Ivy tries to go right, gets a speed burst. Nice catch by McKenna McKnight. McKnight misses Ivy. Ivy slows it down, gets around Naughton. McKenna McKnight gets left wide open for 3 and knocks it down. Polly Eyes three-pointer for McKenna McKnight.
You know, the big thing I think right now is the game changer from last night to tonight is Indianola, even though they're playing a tight man-to-man, it allows us to set the screens, get around them, and open up areas in that lane.
Yeah, because the zone last night by Oskaloosa was deafening in that first 3 quarters for Grinnell until I think Oski finally got tired. There's a nice play by Blake to go down low and lay it in. Meredith, though, going to push hard as no one's really getting back. McKenna McKnight wanted the 3, gives over to her sister Meredith. Meredith tried too hard, almost got it stripped, and it is stolen. Indianola gets stuck, and they'll call a timeout. We'll take one with them. 21-20, Grinnell on top of Indianola.
Hey there, I'm Joey Polley, third-generation owner of Polley in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you, Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polyeis Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polyeis Pizza. Thanks to Joey and Polyeis for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all basketball season long. 32 seconds left here in this first quarter. We'll see if Indianola wants to hold here for this last shot. Looks like they will. A tight competitive quarter, 21-20. Grinnell got up to a 5-point lead, but the Indians have never been able to crawl back in.
That timeout was also sponsored by Marlene Johnson, Farm Bureau Financial Services. So thank you, Marlene, for sponsoring every timeout for both sides of the team.
Grinnell got lost down low. Lauren Blake can't get her shot to go. 3 seconds left. Ivy's going to race it up. 2 seconds. Ivy at the buzzer. It's going to be just short. And that will do it for the end of the first quarter. Grinnell on top in a competitive Little Hawkeye Conference game. 21-20, Grinnell on top.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and Grinnell Mutual. Thank you to those two for sponsoring the live stream all season long. This quarter is brought to you by Brett Nichols State Farm. Grinnell on top 21-20 over Indianola. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the conference squaring off. And we got a tough competitive matchup as expected so far. Meredith cuts back door for McKenna McKnight, and the layup is good. A good sister connection. Indianola, though, will push it quickly up court. And there's a two-pointer that's going to be missed down low. Ivy Schmidt wants to go coast to coast. She'll just float it over the top, and it won't fall. Grinnell's got to get back, though. It's 2-on-1. Lauren Blake on the way. It rims out. McKenna McKnight with the rebound. I tell you what, Grinnell's putting a little bit of pressure, but it leads to wide open layups on the other end.
Yeah, and you know, starting out the rebounding is very good tonight opposed to last night.
McKenna McKnight takes a contested three-pointer that won't fall. And here come the Indians, led by Lauren Blake. Blake's going to go all the way, too far. Rebounded back out to the Indians, and they reset. Drive to the basket by Mara Bishop. Bishop gets blocked. Or Kendall Klatt, excuse me. Leah Harris to the corner. Sarah Goslink, a corner three ball, air balls. Leah Harris picks out to Meredith McKnight. She fires a three, and it won't go. And Indianola grabs the rebound, but stepped on the line. And Grinnell will retain possession.
Good look for the right time, the right place. Yeah. To have that referee standing right there.
I was going to say, it was right where they wanted it to be. Goslink fired that three from the corner air ball. That Goslink shot 10 threes last night, only hit 3 of them. Edson tells his team to space a little bit more. Meredith McKnight holding at the top. Here's Leah Harris, who gets it stripped. Ball's on the floor, picked up, and here come the Indians back the other way. Kluver back over to Naughton. Naughton's mid-range jumper rims out. And there's a big fight on the boards, and we're going to have a foul on Indianola.
I think it's going to be on Ivy Schmidt.
He pointed toward Indianola, though.
Oh. Wow. I could see why
I don't know about that one. I don't think that was a good call. Edson's going to call a timeout. So Edson takes a timeout. We'll be back after the break. Grinnell leads 23-20.
Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs, and that timeout was brought to you by Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services. Well, Indianola, quote-unquote, fouled on the other end, and in our opinion, it probably should have been a jump ball, and it would be Indianola's ball. But Ivy Schmidt goes to the Medicap charity stripe for a 1-and-1. She knocks down her first one. Now, obviously, we're biased toward Grinnell here, but that probably shouldn't have been a foul on Grinnell. That was obviously a jump ball situation and a missed call by the referee, but Caitlin Van Copernal will check in for, Kelsey Van Copernal checks in for Grinnell, and the Indians get the ball back down 5. Naughton gets around a quick double team. Bishop kicks in the corner, deep three-pointer, sinks. Emma Kluber, 33% field goal shooter on the season, a 30% three-point shooter. No one's back to get McKenna McKnight, so she'll launch and make. Polly Eye's three-pointer for McKenna McKnight.
Yeah, the girls are doing a good job tonight, opening their eyes up and seeing that whole floor.
There's another deep three. Rims out. McKenna on the rebound. McKenna's going to get caught, has to get it away to her sister Meredith. Meredith back outside. McKenna, nice fake. Down low to Meredith, a little too hard. Back outside, and we're going to have 3 seconds in the lane on Meredith. Hayden Hull and Ivy Schmidt check in. Hayden has 3 of Grinnell's first half 4 fouls. And Grinnell will put on a soft press. They'll let the Indians cross the half-court line. 5:02 remaining here in the second quarter. Grinnell on top 28-23 over the Indians of Indianola. Don't forget, coming up right after this game is the boys' game, as there's a travel on Indianola's Emma Kluber. But right after this, the boys will take off. Indianola trying to fight and claw their way to the #1 spot in the Little Hawkeye Conference. A win tonight would help them drastically as Norwalk plays Newton and Pella takes on Oskaloosa around the league. Sarah Gosling gets wide open for 3, and it's a splash on the other end. Polly Eye's three-pointer, and a timeout taken by Indianola. Grinnell on top, 31-23 over Indianola.
Go.
Jake Hull.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Medicap Pharmacy, and that timeout is brought to you by Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services. Thank you to those two for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all basketball season long. Hey, if you're just tuning in, we appreciate you watching the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network for this Little Hawkeye Conference matchup. Whether you're an Indianola fan or a Grinnell fan, we appreciate you tuning in. And if you like what you see, leave a like on that like button. Lets us know that you're liking the content you're seeing. And if you're a Grinnell fan, why not subscribe so you can get notified whenever we post a new video. Grinnell on top 31-23 over Indianola. Sarah Gosling just hit a three-pointer, which caused Indianola to take a timeout And Grinnell has their largest lead of the game at 8. There's a deep three-pointer. That won't go. Grinnell can't grab the rebound, though. And a nice pull-up jumper also won't go. Hayden Hull with the rebound. Meredith wants to push. She'll kick back out to McKenna McKnight. A deep three. Good! Pauley Eye's three-pointer for McKenna McKnight. It's her third of the quarter, second of the quarter, third of the game. Grinnell's lead is 11. Klatt kicks back outside. Deep three-pointer, rims out. Sarah Goslink snags the rebound. Goslink will push. She'll head to the corner, back up a little bit.
Sarah's in there about 3.5 inches shorter than her defender. Still came down with that rebound.
Hayden Hull, she'll take it all the way and lay it in off the glass. Grinnell trying to pull away, up by 13 over Indianola. Here's a kick to the corner, three-pointer by Klatt. Won't go. Goslink on another rebound. And Meredith will slowly bring it up court. Never mind, she goes racing back to Sarah. And Goslink slows it down. Edson tells his team to keep pushing, so Meredith goes all the way and one!
That's a nice little hook drive off to the left-hand side there.
Meredith McKnight to the Medicap charity stripe to shoot one. And it looks like Harris and Pease will check out for Hull and McKnight. Well, a 10-0 run by Dallas Center Grimes is what really hurt Indianola in a 60-44 loss recently for the Indians. Grinnell has turned on a quick run here of their own as Meredith McKnight sinks her free throw, and Grinnell leads 39-23. This is not the same Grinnell team we've seen the past two nights, that's for sure.
No, I think they're healthier. I don't know if they're 100% healthy, but they're healthier than they were the last two nights.
Well, we await their brackets for the postseason as Sarah Goslink gets called on to reach in. Grinnell badly, and I mean badly, wants the home court advantage all the way to the well if they can get it. They've had it for the past couple of years, but they only sit 11th currently, and as of right now, I don't think they would. Because of the mock pairings, they have Lewis Central having the advantage. There's a nice fake to the basket that just won't go, but Grinnell can't grab the rebound, and it's a nice putback by Allie May. The lead back down to 14. Schmidt at the top of the key finds a cutting Sarah Goslink to kick back to Lauren Pease. Lauren gets caught, will turn around. She can't get her layup to go, and she tries to save it. She does, but Naughton grabs the loose ball. Naughton double teamed, eventually does get it across the half-court line. Nice take to the basket and a foul on, I believe, Ivy Schmidt will send Kendall Klatt to the line to shoot two.
Team foul number 6, first foul on Ivy Schmidt.
Klatt's first free throw won't go. Second one for Klatt, rattles in. Short 3-0 run for Indianola. The lead is back to 13. Indianola tips that one up. Leah Harris grabs that loose ball. Lauren Pease, as there's a huge fight for the basketball, and the Indians come away with it. There's a heavy push up court, and a loose ball will be out of bounds on Indianola. Grinnell basketball. So Grinnell catches a break as the Indians went fast on the fast break. 1:56 remaining here in the first half. Grinnell on top by 13. Meredith, offensive foul. Too hard into the paint, and that'll cost you. And now Indianola's in the bonus.
Yep, they're
yeah,
going the bonus now.
Is anyone going to pay attention to that?
I guess not.
Huh. Well, Indianola should be shooting at least one, but they're not going to. No one picked it up. So here's a pull-up jumper that won't go, and the Indians are back on the rebound. That's Lauren Blake, and a strip by McKenna McKnight.
I can't believe that. I've never seen that
Yeah,
before.
I was going to say. Loose pass, last touch by Goslink, and it'll be Indianola basketball.
Well, no. Okay, it's because it's a charge.
Charge.
That's why.
Well, yeah. But I've seen it sometimes called. So.
Well, the charge put them into the bonus, but you don't.
They weren't in the bonus to start with. There's a missed layup and a deep three-pointer that's going to go. Platt hitting it big from behind the arc so far, and the lead is back down to 10. It's a quick 6-0 run for the Indians. Sarah Goslink down low to McKenna. Meredith thought about a three, and she traveled. Timeout, Edson. Grinnell leads 39-29 over Indianola.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza and West Finch Auto Plaza. That timeout was brought to you by Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services. 51 seconds left. It's a quick 6-0 run for Indianola, has gotten them within 10. Here's a deep open three-pointer that will airball, and it'll be out of bounds and be Grinnell basketball. We'll see if Grinnell wants to push here offensively or if they'll wait it out. Knowing Grinnell, they'll probably try to score as quick as they can. Ivy will slow it down, hand off to Meredith. Meredith back up top, 28 seconds. McKenna back to Meredith, and a loose ball off of Meredith's hands. Well, Grinnell had a pretty sizable lead, but it's not slipping away, but it's only down to 10, and Indianola can hold to get it within 10. 17 seconds left. Bishop holds, guarded by Harris. Bishop, nice pass down low, and here's a layup that's going to fall. Nice job by Allie Mace. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Ivy up court. McKenna fires a deep one, and it's not going to go. That will do it for the end of the first half. Grinnell on top, 39-31 over Indianola. We'll see you in the second half.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees, We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Senior, small forward.
Parker Johnson, senior, shooting guard.
Mads Knudsen, senior, guard. I'm from Denmark.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local mutual insurance company, my agent was able to cover everything, giving us more trust in tomorrow.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Grinnell on top of Indianola 39-31. I don't know why we don't have 31 up on our board here. Indianola has 31 points. We apologize. Our scoreboard must not have caught the second points on there. No, 39-31. We apologize for that error. I don't know why we had that wrong. Anyway, Grinnell on top, 39-31 over Indianola. Grinnell had a 39-23 lead, but a quick, and I mean quick, 8-0 run by Indianola has gotten them back into this basketball game. Trent Edson Grinnell's head coach not too happy with his squad at the end of the first half, but it's kind of been average scoring. No one's really had too big of a game so far. Ivy Schmidt with 6, Meredith McKnight with 7, Sarah Gosling with 5, Hayden Hull with 2. She played with 3 fouls, and that came in the first quarter. McKenna McKnight with 11, Leah Harris with 7, and Lauren Pease with 1 point. So what's the key going to be in the second half? I mean, Grinnell sits on top, you know, but they've had a good run throughout the first half. But you got to think that you know, you're happy with your lead, but at the same time, they don't seem as gassed as they've been the last couple of nights. But still, you got to be careful with this team.
I think it's a little bit of different mix of offense of what we've seen the last couple of nights. I really like how they're working in, but then on the same time, the last 2 nights that we played, we've been playing against the zone. So that's a huge change for these Tigers that just shows that a lot of times when you play a tough man-to-man and you play up tight, it allows you to turn around and play a good pick-and-roll offense. And they're obviously doing a good job setting the screens out there and finding the open person. Someone's getting hung up. So I just hope that Indianola don't switch that theory and go back and roll back into a zone and try to slow things down. But either way, a lot of times you go to a zone if they're killing you on the outside so you can get to that outside shooter sooner, and I'm not seeing that tonight.
Just a couple of minutes away from the opening of the second half, and we will see you when we get there. 2 minutes till the opening. Alrighty, we're back for the second half. Indianola starts with a 3-pointer and they miss. I had to be careful because the band was not stopped playing when they started going. Ivy Schmidt gets going back the other way. And we're off and running. Hayden Hull, nice spin move, gonna go all the way to the hoop and gets the layup to go. She had 3 fouls, still sits with 3 fouls in the basketball game so far. Warren Blake kicks back outside. Here's a deep 3 again, that won't fall. Indianola tried to rip it away, or Grinnell tried to, and it's a jump ball, Grinnell ball. I think Indianola's taken more threes than Grinnell has tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they seem to shoot quite a few here in this first half.
Indianola put on a little bit of a press, so that slows Grinnell down a little bit, but they do get across the half-court line. Up by 10 over Indianola. Grinnell just ended a 9 or 8-0 run by the Indians, going back to the second quarter. Hayden Hull, nice take to the basket and puts it up and in. 2 straight points for Hayden Hull. The freshman coming out strong early. There's a nice take to the basket and a foul on McKenna McKnight. And that will send Klatt to the line again. She's been there quite a few times so far this evening.
So that's our first team foul of the half. Number 1 on McKenna.
Klatt's first rims out. Second one up coming for Indianola. And Klatt sinks the back end of the 2 free throws. Lead is down to 9. Or excuse me, I can't do math. 11.
Broadcasters don't need to take math, I guess.
Hayden Hull has it. She'll go all the way. She's already got 4 points in the quarter. She can't get that one to go. Lauren Blake, or excuse me, that wasn't Lauren Blake. Here's a 3-pointer by Klatt. That won't fall. This is going to be out of bounds on Indianola. It'll be Grinnell basketball. It is senior night here at Grinnell High School, if we didn't mention that before, but technically not senior night because I think both these teams, both boys and girls, they get to come. They're back at home one more time this year, but
yeah, I think it was more of a look at the chance of what the weather is.
I was going to say,
try to get it in.
Ivy Schmidt floats that one in, and it's another big point for Grinnell. Lauren Blake takes it all the way, draws contact, and gets the foul to go.
It's Meredith McKnight's second foul.
Seems like both these teams are starting to try to replicate what each other are doing. Indianola came out shooting a ton of threes, which is what Grinnell does. Grinnell did a lot of driving to the hoop to try to draw contact, which is what Indianola does. As Lauren Blake knocks down her second free throw. 10-point ball game. Meredith gonna go all the way, and it won't fall. Good take though. No one back for the Indians, and a long pass.
Ooh.
As, my goodness, Klatt took a hard hit. She like bounced off the foam on the side.
My goodness, that was a hit.
She like bounced off of it. She got up laughing though, so I guess we'll assume she's okay. (45-35), 4:48 remaining here in the third quarter. Naughton tried to poke it away from Ivy. Schmidt wanted to go baseline, back out to Hayden Hull. Hayden sees a lane and loses it on the way up. Indianola basketball.
Good look. I mean, right intention on all of it. It's just lost the hand of the ball.
And Indianola hasn't come out in the zone tonight, and the zone's what's been hurting Grinnell the most this season. Lauren Blake for 3. Good. Grinnell will take a lead, pull away a little bit, and then Indianola will start to chip right back at it. Meredith wanted the deep 3. Hayden Hull gets around the double, and she's going to get a blocking foul on, I believe, Naughton or Bishop. They're going to get it on Bishop. McKenna McKnight will throw in for Grinnell. Hayden Hull tried to pass it back to Meredith. Meredith was covered up. The Indians come racing back. Back to the corner. Lauren Blake open again, and it rims out. That could have been a big shot. McKenna McKnight on the rebound. Now it's Grinnell's turn to push. Ivy, coast to coast, loses on the way up, and Naughton with the steal. Naughton gets it poked. Lauren Blake slowly picks it up. Lauren Blake for another deep 3 and knocks down another. Grinnell's lead is now 4 thanks to Lauren Blake's back-to-back 3-pointers, and I think Edson's going to call a timeout, and that's exactly what he'll do. Grinnell leads 45-41 over Indianola. We'll take a break.
There are a lot of great reasons to make Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman. and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza
There are
and
a lot
Medicap
of great
Pharmacy.
reasons
Thank
to
you to
make
those two for sponsoring the live stream all season long. That timeout was brought to you by Marlene Johnson, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Well, that was two teams in a timeout that had so many different emotions. Trent Edson was pretty mad, upset, trying to get his team focused. Indianola's head coach, he was smiling. He was congratulating his team on the comeback that they've been putting together as Indianola gets another strip, and here come the Indians. Up top to Lauren Blake. She has 2 straight three-pointers. Grinnell tries to tighten up defensively. Blake can't draw contact, and here's the rebound by Harris. Leah brings it up, has to slow down, hands back to Ivy. Grinnell needs a bucket. It's a quick 6-0 run by the Indians. Sarah spots up from the mid-range and puts it up and in. A big basket for Grinnell, puts them back up by 6. Bishop. Three-pointer. Good again. My goodness. Kluver knocked it down that time from the corner. Indianola's only played 7 girls tonight. Ivy almost lost it. Picked up by Meredith. Back over to Ivy. 3:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Ivy going to go baseline, and we got a blocking foul.
So that's third foul on Naughton. Team foul number 2.
Sarah has it off that screenplay. McKenna McKnight, she wants to take it down low. Ivy instead, outside to Leah Harris. Leah's three-pointer goes. Polley's three-pointer for Leah Harris. Grinnell leads by 6, but Indianola quickly gets back. Lauren Blake fires her own three and knocks it down. What has Grinnell got to change defensively to make sure that doesn't happen?
Well,
it seems
the ability to get back. You know, right now we're kind of being a little lackadaisical, but they are going directly to the corners and setting up. So Grinnell's going to have to start recognizing that and having a runner instead of standing.
Meredith McKnight has to go somewhere with it. Eventually passes it away to Leah Harris. 2:10 remaining here in the quarter. Nice move by Leah. Meredith has a lane to the basket, will spin around, goes off the glass and gets it to go. Now Grinnell's got to race back. Lauren Blake has speed. She'll slow it down and spin back. No travel call on Lauren Blake. And Indianola will slow it down.
I think Indianola almost stopped like it.
They thought it was going to be a travel. Lauren Blake for 3.
Step.
Good again. Averaging 15 per contest, it's showing here. 2-point lead for Grinnell. Leah Harris will take it herself. Never mind. Back outside to Meredith McKnight. McKnight back out to Sarah. And Grinnell looks to move it around with 1:23 remaining. Bad pass. Sarah picks it up. McKenna McKnight. Guard it closely. She'll work it around. Try to get it down to Meredith. It's a bad pass, and it'll go to Indianola. My goodness. Tell you, there's been a lot of those tonight, just off the fingertip plays.
They have had quite a few that have dropped right through the lane. I mean, great intention on the pass, just not getting to where it needed to be with it.
Grinnell led by 13 at one point, and now it's only a 2-point ball game. Naughton loses it off her knee, and it's going to be Grinnell basketball.
I think there's a few disagreements down there in front of us.
There's been a lot of disagreements everywhere all night long. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ivy back outside to Leah. Leah slowly corrals it. Harris back outside to Meredith. Meredith wants to take it all the way. She'll spin, kick back out. Leah Harris for three. Won't go. Ivy on the glass. She'll go back to the three-point line and knock it down. Polly Eye's three-pointer for Ivy Schmidt.
That's a little poise there when you get the rebound and take it all the way back to the three-point line.
Reminds me of Jerry West. He grabbed the rebound, run right back out, or Pistol Pete. 15 seconds left here in the quarter. Indianola trails by 5. They want the full court pass to Lauren Blake, but they move it around. Here's Blake. She'll fire a three immediately. Won't go off back iron. McKenna with the rebound. 2 seconds. 1 second. Ivy won't go at the buzzer because it won't count. That'll do it for the end of the third quarter. We're going to the fourth. We got a fun one. 55-50. Grinnell on top of Indianola.
The engine makes the power. The transmission sends it to the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns the gears. The gears turn the axles. The axles turn the wheels. Together it's the powertrain. And only at West Finch Auto Plaza, every bit of it has a 100% warranty. Forever. No parts, no labor, no deductible. You can't buy it. It comes with the car whether you want it or not. Only at West Finch Auto Plaza, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza. Thank you to West Finch for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. We got a good fourth quarter. The top two teams in the Little Hawkeye Conference going at it here at Grinnell High School. 55-50, Grinnell on top of Indianola. If Grinnell wins tonight, they officially clinch a share of the conference, and then it'll all be up to if Indianola can win the next time these two teams play on February 13th. Lauren Blake all the way up and good. She has been huge tonight.
I know we don't keep the full track of what the visitors' individuals are, but
it's got to be over 20.
She is just doing an awesome job tonight.
Meredith McKnight all the way for the first bucket of the quarter for Grinnell. But no one's back to face Indianola. That was a travel, but they pick it up and off the miss. Meredith slows it down. Harris picks it up. Leah back over to Meredith. Meredith sees a lane to the basket. She'll stop and toss back to Ivy. And it's stolen away. Nice steal by Indianola. Again, no one gets back. Ivy's got to race all the way, and the layup won't go for Indianola. Grinnell catches a break.
And, you know, I feel for those girls because Grinnell has been in that same situation multiple times.
Ivy tried to stop and pop it, wouldn't go. Lauren Blake gets behind Ivy. Lauren's going to go all the way, and she puts it up and in. Grinnell is getting beat on transition. I mean, it is just unreal.
Well, they're going to have to figure out the game of getting back. That seems to be the trouble right now.
3-point game, 6.5 to go. Indianola hasn't taken a lead in a long time. They've just kind of been sitting there, trading baskets while being down, but they've clawed their way back, and they only trail by 3. They got within 2 just a few minutes ago. Meredith kicks over to Leah. Leah got to get rid of it and tried to get it to Goslink. It's going to be out of bounds as Goslink tried to get it out or save it, and Indianola gets the ball back.
Well, I think right now we're starting to see a little of that fatigue kick in.
I was going to say Ivy is
These girls
gassed.
were 100%, but
Ivy's going to come to the bench. Hayden Hull now in, and with her 3 fouls, they had to be careful going forward, but
and as you can see, Edson kind of settles right back into a little bit of a relax zone and match up when they come to the corners.
Lauren Blake gets lost and hits the 3-pointer. We're tied. That is the second time tonight. A couple times tonight, Grinnell's gotten lost on that edge.
Well, you know, the bad thing about that was when you're sitting in a zone, you should never get lost. I mean, that's your responsibility is that corner.
Meredith caught it out of bounds, and Indianola will get the ball back with a chance to take the lead. Grinnell led by 13 at one point in this game. They were up 39-23. That's not 13 points. What am I trying to say? They were up 39-23. I guess I'll just say that. And Indianola has fought back. These are for sure the top two teams in the conference. A dangerous pass inside, almost going to be stripped. It's going to be Indianola. No, it's going to be Grinnell basketball.
Boy, good thing our bleachers weren't closer
I was
like
gonna
some
say,
of these other schools we go to.
Emma Kluver could have just face planted. She saved herself last second.
I think the whole crowd was saying ouch before she even got it close enough.
Grinnell needs a basket. Gosling gets it to Hayden. Tell you what, Indianola's man-to-man is aggressive.
Well, and I think right now what you're seeing is they're forcing that man out further and further. Kind of missed opportunity with Sarah there in the corner.
McKenna McKnight wanted the three, didn't take it. Nice pass down low to Caitlin Van Kopernal. She didn't shoot, though. Hayden, cross-court to Sarah. Gosling fits it down to Meredith. Meredith, nice spin move, and lays it up and in.
Yep, nice job there by Meredith.
Meredith is working hard. 59-57, Grinnell on top of Indianola. I remember a couple of years ago, these two teams faced off. It was a crucial Little Hawkeye Conference game. I wasn't going to be able to broadcast it, but this arena was full, and it was a close game. Three-pointer won't go. That would have given them the lead. Hayden Hull with the rebound.
This one, it all counts right here.
I was going to say.
Put your hands on every ball and the good blockouts.
McKenna McKnight left open for three. Won't go. Lauren Blake on the rebound. 4:05 remaining here in the ball game. Blake coast to coast again puts it in, and a timeout Indianola. We'll take one with them. We're tied 59-59. The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by ASI Science. Thank you to ASI for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network all season long. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the conference going head-to-head, and we are in for a good treat. 59-59, 3:58 remaining. Ivy Schmidt's going to bring it up court for Grinnell. Meredith kicks outside. Leah Harris got a lane. Leah all the way, gets blocked. Lauren Blake going to go all the way. Hayden Hull's back. Lauren Blake gets it to go, and to the lead goes Indianola. And if you're Grinnell, what do you do defensively? Because they are just getting stuffed. And a backcourt violation.
Yeah.
Meredith caught it behind, and they weren't ready. I tell you, Lauren Blake has been the star tonight. Grinnell just has no answer for her. Grinnell trails by 2 against Indianola. Blake kicks out to the corner. Back up to the top of the key. Bishop holds with 3:14 remaining, and Bishop will tell everyone to back up. Bishop gets a lane to the basket, gets blocked. Leah Harris with the rebound. They want to push. Leah, hand off to Meredith. Meredith slows down, back to Hayden. Hayden Hull for 3. Way off. Leah Harris with the rebound. Can't get it to go.
And no foul.
Edson telling Leah to get back. Bishop will hold. No shot clock, so they can just wait whatever they do. Ivy Schmidt is gassed down low. She's not even guarding. Naughton holds. No, there's no urgency for Indianola. And a travel. Bishop thought she kept her foot down, but she didn't. Sarah Goslink and McKenna McKnight will check in for Lauren Pease and Hayden Hull. This reminds me of the old times, or just old times, a couple years ago when Grinnell and Indianola always have good games. We got a good one here. Ivy gets caught. Has to give out to Meredith, 2:22 remaining. Meredith makes a quick move, has to back up, that's a travel. Grinnell is so gassed. I mean, they're so gassed. They're just trying whatever they can. Ivy is so tired. But they're going to have to dig in.
What they need is they actually need some three-pointers to give them a little bit of a breath so they could.
Ivy will walk it up court. It's been a while since Grinnell's lost a Little Hawkeye Conference game at home. But I can tell you it was probably against Indianola. 2:01 remaining. Pass in the corner. Three-pointer by Indianola. Rims out. Rebound taken by Indianola again. Loose pass. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Is it going to be Indianola ball? Is it going to be Grinnell ball? I was going to say, it touched on the line. McKenna will throw in for Hayden Hull. 1:52 remaining. Ivy Schmidt at the top of the key, 1:46 remaining. Everybody wants a push off on Ivy. She's done that quite a few times tonight, I will say. McKenna wants to go all the way. She can't. She needs help. And it's on the floor, picked up by Indianola by Naughton. Naughton got around Gosling. Gosling tries to poke it away. Naughton gets it eventually away. 1:19 remaining, loose ball, picked up. Grinnell keeps getting so close. Three-pointer by Indianola. Won't go, Hayden Hull
over the back.
Gets fouled. But we only have 2 fouls per team in this quarter, so it's not gonna matter. Nobody's going in the bonus.
Imagine that.
They're letting everybody play today. Everybody's heart rate goes up a little bit more. 1:07 remaining, 61-59. Grinnell trailing Indianola.
That's Lauren Blake's first foul.
And then it'll be a timeout. We'll take one with them. 61-59. Grinnell trails Indianola.
The Cat Pharmacy in Grinnell, your pharmacy. Hi, this is Jennifer Stallman, and a locally owned pharmacy provides you with personal service from folks who know you and your good health needs. We accept most insurance plans, including most of the Medicare prescription drug plans. And we are there to answer all of your healthcare questions. So why not make the switch to a locally owned and operated pharmacy? Medicap Pharmacy in Grinnell on Highway 6 West.
Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Medicap Pharmacy. That timeout brought to you by Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services. Grinnell trails Indianola with 1:02 remaining. Grinnell led 39-23 at one point in this ball game, and Indianola crawled all the way back. You can tell maybe Grinnell might not totally be over the sickness that's been lingering over the team. They are visibly gassed. Ivy gonna go all the way, tipped up. Should be out on Indianola, and it is. Lauren Blake has been the main reason Grinnell has been behind now. Lauren Blake has done a ton for Indianola tonight. McKenna gets it into Ivy Schmidt. 55 seconds left. Ivy gonna back it up. Meredith McKnight sees a lane. Meredith off the glass, got it in. She has all 6 points this quarter. We're tied, 40 seconds left.
Needed every bit of that right there to
they
knot it
have
up.
Fouls to give, and Indianola will call a timeout. Should we take one with them?
Yep, they're going to take a full.
All right, we'll do it.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyeyesgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready. like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polly Eyes Pizza and Grinnell Mutual. Thank you to those two for sponsoring the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. And this timeout brought to you by Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services. 34 seconds left. We're tied 61-61. The number 1 and number 2 teams in the Little Hawkeye Conference going at it. We'll see if Indianola holds for the last shot. I assume they will.
And we got so much noise we can't even hear ourselves.
We can't think, man. So Bishop will have it. They are going to hold for the last shot. Grinnell does have fouls to give. 27 seconds. It's probably going to Lauren Blake. Naughton passes it out. Wide open, three-pointer, good. Indianola has the lead by 3. Ivy Schmidt's going to come back the other way. Ivy slows it down back to McKenna. 7 seconds, timeout, Trent Edson. Are we taking one with him, or you just want to stay here because we've gone back so many times?
He's going to go full. We could just go one timeout. We'll come back.
Big signs, little signs, ADA, routed, dimensional, digital, environmental graphics, monument, donor and history recognition. We do them all. And more importantly, we work with you to understand what is best for your location, budget, brand, and building code. You don't need to be an expert in design, wayfinding, zoning, materials, installation, or ADA compliance. We'll be your trusted partner throughout. Because signs do more than point the way. They help the world make sense.
Tiger Sports Live Stream Network brought to you by ASI Signs, and that timeout was brought to you by Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services. Grinnell needs a three-pointer to tie, and Indianola will call a timeout. Are we really going to go back? I think we should just stay here.
Yeah, we can just stay here.
The music is so loud, my goodness. Well, it's a full minute. If Grinnell loses tonight, it's not the end of the world. They just have to go out and win against Indianola on the road, but the tiredness of playing 3 games in a week is really just caught up with Grinnell.
Yeah, and you know, I think as we caught the end of Edson walking by us last night saying, we're sick, we're just sick. And meaning that, as I'm coughing,
nice job, Dan.
This influenza B is just hitting this Grinnell High School. So I think there's kids that have been sick, there's kids that are getting over it. Not that you want to turn around and make excuses for anybody, but these aren't the same girls we normally watch.
Well, Grinnell wants good seeding for the playoffs, but a loss tonight would really hurt. They're going to get 6 seconds to try to tie this ball game. But Indianola has played a heck of a game.
We will say that timeout was brought to you by Marlene Johnson Farm Bureau Financial Services.
6 seconds for Grinnell. Here come the screens. Ivy Schmidt has it, 6 seconds. Ivy gets pressured and Indianola smartly fouls. They do have fouls to give. This is smart.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we're seeing in college basketball for women since they went to the 4 quarters. And they get reset of fouls every quarter.
4 seconds. Ivy has to foul. You have to shoot. I mean, I don't think you can't just keep waiting.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter. You have to shoot. So there's a
fifth
foul out
on Naughton.
Yeah, you have to shoot. You can't just hold the ball. You have to shoot. So this is it. 2 seconds. Grinnell's just going to have to chuck it up. And this could be for the ball game. Sarah gets the inbound. They toss it up to Ivy. 2 seconds. Ivy puts it up at the buzzer. It's not going to go, and that'll do it. Indianola wins 64-61 over Grinnell. And the Tigers will drop their first Little Hawkeye Conference game of the year. Final thoughts on this one?
Well, going into it, we talked about this first half, how they started out like rapid fire. I mean, we thought they were over their illness. They're going crazy at it, but to turn around and say that maybe they gave it all in the beginning and just didn't pace themselves enough. But, hats off to Indianola. That was a good game played by them. Lauren Blake, phenomenal player, three-pointer. Any corner she sit in or top the key, she could make the ball go in the hole. So that was the winning moment of the ball game right there.
It is a final from Grinnell, 64-61. Indianola defeats your Grinnell Tigers on the road. We'll be back in a little bit for the next game. Ivy Schmidt finishes with 11, Meredith McKnight 15. Sarah Goslink with 7, Hayden Hull with 6, McKenna McKnight with 11, Leah Harris with 10, and Lauren Pease with 1. We'll see you in a little bit on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.